Hey everyone, it's September 7th, 2008. Sorry about the lights. Early in the morning. This is going to be a response to the ABC 2020 document that I was a part of, posted on September 5th, 2008, about Orthorexia Nervosa. It seems like first of all, I don't feel that ABC 2020 really portrayed the intensity of Orthorexia Nervosa. I feel it was focused too much on food when the disease does not start on the plate. It starts in the brain and manifests into very irrational thoughts. I don't feel that those thoughts were clearly articulated. There wasn't much footage at all on the irrational thoughts that people with Orthorexia Nervosa encounter, and that's where the problem lies. The problem is not in raw food, okay? The problem is not in the diet itself. It's in the attitude and the mentality towards food, towards healthy eating, okay? Me sitting down to have a raw meal is not a disease. It's not orthorexic. Me sitting down to have a meal that's raw, because my intentions are, if it's not raw, if I'm sitting down to eat a meal and it's not this one specific way structured into this little safety box, because I'm afraid I'm going to die, I'm afraid my colon's going to get clogged and it's going to burst, and I can see my colon bursting through each bite I would potentially take of something considered toxic. That's orthorexic. But sitting down, enjoying a raw meal, someone who eats cooked food, someone who's vegan, vegetarian, someone who's standard American diet but just more so health conscious, that's not where the problem is. And it seems like they portrayed orthorexia as a raw food diet, like it's a disease to be a raw foodist or something, when clearly that's not the issue here. And Stephen Bratman has done a lot for the community. A lot of people are putting him down. They think he's just out there trying to make money. He's trying to help people. He went through it. Unless you've been through it, or at least experienced some of it, then you have no idea. So I am disappointed with the way it was portrayed. And also there's a lot of comments going up publicly right now, and I'm also disappointed in a lot of the people who say that they support me, yet they aren't speaking up publicly about this. If you feel this is a valid eating disorder, if you have eating disorders yourself, can you please speak up? One more voice heard, but one less of a voice is one less voice spoken. And we need this to be acknowledged as a valid eating disorder so we can figure out how to treat it. When someone who has phobias around food and obsessive compulsive thoughts and rituals around food and goes into a clinic and you're stuck eating only hospital food and they refuse to eat it, okay? And they refuse to tube feed, and therefore and they're coherent, and the hospital can't help them, and they get kicked out, okay? And then they end up dying at home because they're choosing this disease because there isn't any doctors that are effective to tap into someone's logic to show them to help guide them as to what's healthy and what's not. When you're under the influence of an addictive mind, you can't differentiate all the time what's healthy and what's not, okay? When you're addicting, you're not present. So we need this to get as much acknowledgement. So I am disappointed that some people that are really close to me haven't gone on there and posted their thoughts, or not a lot of people have acknowledged Kate Finn's death, that she died from this. Not a lot of people are really acknowledging that it took a lot of courage for me and other people to go on national TV and talk about this. I would much rather see these comments posted publicly than in my YouTube box, because the more we can reach out to this like mass, world, all these comments coming from all over the world, they're not all going to my YouTube account. And if I have all these people supporting, feeling like the same way as me and Charlotte and Stephen Brotman, that acknowledge this as a valid eating disorder that can be treated, but also can kill you, just like any eating disorder. We need you to speak up, okay? Don't sit there and bite your tongue. Speak up about it, okay? What's it gonna hurt? No one can contact you from there. Not everyone's always gonna agree with you, just like they're not gonna agree with me and the rest of them. But right now, I feel like I'm running a one-man show here, and I'm not getting a lot of the support that people supposedly say they're supporting. So please, go and speak up. I'll post the link again to the article. It's online. You can watch it, you guys. It's 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. If you scroll down midway to the article, it'll say watch. You'll see me in a yellow shirt, and then to the right of me will be another little box that you click. A pop-up window will come up that has Kate Finn's picture in it. So you'll see a person sitting down with the yellow shirt. That's part 1. That's me. And then you'll see the part 2, Kate Finn. It's her face. I've been contacted from the Tyra Banks show. I'm going to be calling them on Monday so I can discuss what they want to talk to me about as a potential story. I know I'm going to get more media coverage from this and be able to speak up about it, which is good, because clearly they filmed me for a long time, a long time, all afternoon, at home, in my garden, outside, in a public grocery store, having a panic attack, having orthorexic attacks, etc. And then they chose, what they wanted to put together, and there's way too much emphasis on raw food. Raw food is not the problem. It's the mentality of the disease that's the problem. And then the associated behaviors. But food is not the issue here, and all these people are getting defensive, thinking that orthorexia is a disease defined by raw foodism or healthy eating. No. Obsession. It starts here in the head, okay, you guys? So anyhow, if you support the idea of orthorexia being a valid eating disorder, and you want to speak up and be an activist and advocate for eating disorder education and awareness, please go post a public comment. Thank you for all the people who have taken the time to watch the document on TV, online, read the story. Those who have commented, I really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Your support is just so crucial right now, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much.